like it. Oh, it was where I was. I feel like, yeah, someone put the letter down. Right. Okay. Can we go outside? Can we go outside? Can we go outside? Alright, it's serious. It's real serious. Natsuhi was pointing the rifle at Genji and the others, bellowing at them. Genji-san was overpowered, his face looking like he didn't have a clue what was going on. Okay. Of course, I felt the same, but a few moments late, I reached the same conclusion that Natsuhi had. Right. Until just a few seconds ago, there was no letter like this on the table. And nobody had entered this room. That means someone among us had placed it there during the few seconds when everyone was looking away, preoccupied with the portrait. Yeah, please, out loud. If I were her, I don't know. I picked up the envelope. Let's get to the letter. It was still sealed with wax. Even without disturbing its contents, I realized that this was an unopened envelope, an unknown envelope. Someone put this here to be read at this specific moment if it's still sealed. Without relying on the letter opener, I violently tore it open and pulled out the letter inside. The contents were as follows. With the VA, let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
私と皆様方のどちらが勝つかの結果しかない。時間切れは私の勝ちとなる。引き分けはありません。
I'm telling you, everyone's gonna die. そこをどうか誤解なきようお願い申し上げます。って内容だぜ。She said, ain't no boat coming in the morning. Oh my god. Right. Okay. She needs to put this gun down, bro. Like, she's not wrong, but like, lady.
ここに缶詰を置きました。その時、このような怪しげな手紙は決して置かれていなかったことを確認しています。そしてその時、すでにジェシカとジョージ君、バトラ君は肖像画の前にいた。
So it's one of the servants, right? That's what I thought. そして
彼らはこの手紙が現れるまで肖像画の前を離れていない。
Honestly, if she wanna let the tool go off, I would be fine with that.
つまり。あなたたち4人の中にその手紙を置いた人物がいる。
Sorry, honey. 1, 2, 3, 4 being Maria? No.
ベアトリーチェがいる。
No.
ベアトリーチェは
マリアたちじゃない。Oh my god, she thinks it's Maria.
ベアトリーチェはいるの。
Which, I mean, she did read the first letter, so I guess it could be Maria. Like, Maria was told to put the letter there. To a kid, bro, look at this shit. Oh my word. I agree. Unfortunately. Although, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, to point a gun at your family and be like, which is it? Like, that's kind of nuts. I almost want there to be a 19th person. Although I don't think there is.
熊沢さんなら説明できるよ。
Ooh. See, now we're jumping to conclusions, bro. With a gun, we gotta chill.
熊沢さんは本当はカノン君と一緒にボイラー室に入り殺したんだ。
See, you can't be saying that out loud, bro, without a lawyer
そして
present.
後から来たらもう倒れていたと嘘をついた。
But it is very plausible.
誤解ですお嬢様。私がなぜそのようなことを。
母さんたちをどうやってあの密室で殺したのかは見当もつかない。
God
でも
dang.
母さんたちが殺された時、
Period.
使用人の人たち以外の全員にはアリバイがあった。
Listen.
なかったのは使用人の人たちだけ。
Listen.
でも本当に疑ってもいいんだろうか。
I don't think it's crazy.
確かにそれを言い出したら全ての件でアリバイ
And
は
not
ない
a single one, bro. Should we really be so quick to make that judgment? But this time, in this room, in this place, in this moment, in this small ass room, it's obvious. Only one of the four of them could have set the letter there in our blind spot. We can't tell who put it there, but it's obvious that one of the four did it.
夏井さん
Yeah.
どうか落ち着きなさい。今日一日いろいろなことがあった。
Damn, if I were one of them, I would just be like, bro, it was so and so.
心が参っているのはよくわかります。
南條先生をお疑い申し上げるのは
She is not fucking
嬉
around.
しいです。ですが、お父様の主治医として唯一無二の親友として
That's me drinking a
長くお父
monster.
様と共にあられた。ベアトリーチェのことも知っているかもしれない。
Period.
何かの古いしがらみを知っていて隠しているのではありませんか。
Period.
そんなはずはない。落ち着きなさい。
It was pitiful to watch Dr. Nonjo frantically pleading his innocence. Excuse me. It was probably a normal reaction that anyone would give if they were suspected. Kumasawa was the same. Since Jessica had started suspecting her in the murdered Canon, she was now totally flustered. That was why Genji's still calm appearance looked so bold. Natsuki pointed the barrel of the gun.
Genji.
Damn.
あなたはお父様の一番の部下。
She is ready, bro.
ベアトリーチェとはあなたがお父様に見せた幻想で、あなたこそがその実行者だったのではないのですか。
そうお疑いいただけるの
Wow.
このような場ではありますが、とても名誉なことだと存じます。
That's not an
し
answer.
かし、この手紙を置いたのは私ではありません。
Then who did it, Genji?
それを私が鵜呑みにできると思いますか。お前が首謀者に決まっています。あるいは熊沢も南條先生もその共犯かもしれない。
It's one of those motherfucking servants, bro.
マリアちゃんもです。
Don't put the gun at Maria, bro. Not content to doubt just the adults, Natsuki pointed the gun relentlessly at Maria too. But Maria acted as though nothing had happened. Or maybe she thought she'd be fine even if she was shot.
マ
Yeah,
リアちゃん、
dang.
今この場ではもう幼いから疑いの枠から外すという段階
Oh
に
my
ない。
lord.
だから誰もが昨夜からずっと持ってきた疑問を
I don't think it
もう
was
一度ぶ
Maria.
つけさせてもらいます。
Or maybe it was Maria, but I don't think Maria was a killer.
昨日バラ庭園であなたに手紙を渡したベアトリーチェ
You
は
already know what she's gonna say.
マリア、ごまかすんじゃねえぜ。
You're not gonna like
こ
it.
の際はっきりさせろ。お前に手紙を渡したのは誰なんだよ。
She been told y'all.
だから何度も言ってるよ。ベアトリーチェだよ。
Period.
1000年を生きる黄金の魔女なんだよ。姿を知りたければ後ろを振り返ればいい。
What does that
ほ
mean?
ら、そこにいるよ。ベアトリーチェが。
Ma'am. Oh! You little bitch. She's fucking 9. Oh my god. Well, you know what? People have died, so I get it. Yeah, chill out, honey. Like, she's clearly... That 9-year-old brain is not doing anything seriously. So just, you cannot take it as serious, girl.
そんなこと言って何になるってんだ。無意味な挑発はよしやがらってんだ。
マリアにはわかんないよ。バトラたちは誰が犯人ならいいの？
Good question.
自分たちの中に犯人がいると信じたくない時だけベアトリーチェを信じて。
You better tell these people.
親しい人を殺された恨みを晴らしたい時だけ暴力をぶつけられる人間の犯人を信じたがってベアトリーチェを否定する。
And honestly, she knows that too, the witch.
だから見えないんだよ。ベアトリーチェはいる。お前たちには見えない。黙りなさい。
Oh my god, she ready to let it go.
あなたが犯人だと決めつけたくはありませんが、この状況を不愉快にさせて楽しんでいる利的行為者であることはもはや疑いの余地もありません。
That's a true statement.
ならどうするの？
Right, you're gonna shoot this girl's head off?
マリアを撃つ？
Because in her little dumbass brain, she's like, I'm gonna revive.
別にいいよ。もうすぐ黄金鏡の扉が開かれる。そして全ての死者が蘇る。今や死は恐れるべきことではないんだよ。
Bro. That is so fucked up. Honestly, someone needs to beat Beatrice's ass just for putting all these kids in this situation.
でも夏日おばさん、どうか落ち着いて。マリアちゃんを撃つ理由は何もない。
No, actually.
どうか冷静に。手紙は挑発するけど何も恐れることはない。犯人だって明日が怖いんだ。警察が怖いんだ。この島は今無秩序に支配されているけれど、それは台風で隔離されているからだけに過ぎない。台風が過ぎれば秩序が戻ってくる。
That is scary shit,
だからお
bro.
ばさん、撃っちゃいけない。
なんで調子兄さんはそんなにも冷静なんだよ。この4人の中に犯人がいる。いや、あるいは4人が全員来るかもしれない。この中にエヴァおばさんたちを殺した犯人がいるかもしれないってのに、なんでそんなに冷静なんだよ。
僕だって犯人を見つけて殺してやりたい気持ちはあるさ。でもそれは単なる蛮行だ。僕は罪の裁きを秩序に任せる。だからどんなに疑わしくても引き金を引いてはいけないんだ。ジョージの兄貴に同じだ。夏日おばさん、ここはちょいと冷静になろうぜ。
This nervous, like, haha, please don't shoot my little cousin.
とにかく撃つのはまずいぜ。
What the hell?
こういう時はよ、頭を後ろに反らしてクールになれって3回唱えるといいらしいぜ。
はっきりさせておきます。
She's not playing around. She said, I'm the last mother standing.
魔女などいない。ここは六軒島で、ここは後宮家の本家屋敷です。後宮家代表、後宮夏日として宣言します。ここには魔女などいない。ベアトリーチェなど認めない。何を企もうとも娘たちには指一本触れさせない。それが母としての、当家代表としての務めです。
Those words were the final words to Viral that settled everything. To protect her daughter, Natsuhi would regard any suspicious person as an enemy. The only reason George, Anaki, and I were standing on the side was because, by coincidence, we had a clear alibi regarding the letter. If I hadn't approached the portrait, I too may have been at the other end of that gun barrel, treated like a criminal. God dang. But even though part of me thought that, part of me was thinking that chasing all of the suspicious people from this room would finally guarantee our safety. Genji-san, Kumasawa-san, and Dr. Nanjo, all of them were on grandfather's side. You could even say that Maria was on grandfather's side since she had a blind belief in Beatrice. That's right, they're all suspicious. But is this really alright? Is it really alright for us to fight back against the lawlessness of the witch? By throwing out all the suspicious ones without due process? I say, yeah, we absolutely throw their asses out. What the fuck? Nazi didn't tell them to leave with her own words, but with wordless pressure, she was inducing them to say that themselves. So if Dr. Nanjo hadn't said those words, this cold silence would surely have continued forever.
落ち着きなさい、ナスヒさん。だが気持ちはよくわかる。わしだって
Get the hell out of here,
続
bro.
きで頭がどうかなってしまいそうだ。だからわしらを疑いたい気持ちもよくわかる。
もし本当に南條先生が無関係なら、私は無礼極まりないことをしているのだと思います。
I like that she's calmed down.
今だけは分かってください。
See, but if I didn't put that letter down and I don't have shit to do with it, I would be like, hell no, please don't send me outside, bro. Hell no, I can't.
部屋を出ましょう。
Alright.
どうですかな、源氏さん。客間に戻ってチェスの続きといきます。
Is he not afraid because he knows something?
それをお望みでした。ぜひ。
私は嫌ですよ。だってこの中に狼がいると分かってて部屋から追い出されてしまうんですよ。
I'm Team Kumasawa.
嫌ですよ、奥様。どうかお許しください。
Excuse me. What Kumasawa-san was trying to say made total sense. If she was innocent, then she was being ejected into dangerous territory along with the culprit. In the current situation, pressing her to leave this room along with the suspects was almost exactly the same as letting her get killed. However, Kumasawa-san really was suspicious just for being the first one to discover that Kanon-kun had been murdered. At that time, everyone except Kumasawa-san had an alibi. As long as the use of some trick or the existence of some 19th person could not be established, Kumasawa-san was one of the most likely suspects by far. Here's the thing though, everyone has an alibi for Kanon's murder, but Kanon technically was still alive, right? When we all saw them last. And we didn't see Kanon's body. That's the only body we haven't seen. We saw him get taken off screen. Don't play with me. I didn't want to believe it. However, Natsuhi and the rest of us were in such a difficult situation that we couldn't help doubting any of them, Kumasawa-san included. So we didn't see anything to stop Natsuhi from trying to oppressively chase him from the room. We had stopped her from shooting, but when it came to exiling them from the room, we were passively agreeing. Maria spoke to the still fretful Kumasawa-san.
大丈夫だよ。熊沢さんはベアトリーチェがいるって信じてるもん。だからきっと大丈夫だよ。マリアは客間でテレビを見るよ。一緒に見ようよ。
She was like, I gotta get back to my Max and Ruby.
ここテレビがなくてつまんないもん。
It looked like Kumasawa found Maria's roguish laugh very frightening. However, the three other people had agreed to leave the room. Kumasawa couldn't fight the flow and had to agree, crying as she left the room. God dang. God dang, because she
それ
knows.
では夏日さん
She knows that bullshit is out there, bro.
今夜は
Oh.
これで
And shame on everybody. Shame on
また
everybody. The whole
明日お会
family.
いしましょう
今夜だけは分かってください。警察が来たら全員に今夜のこの無礼を必ず謝罪しますから。
That girl already said y'all not getting off this island. So I don't know why y'all playing.
チェスもよ
So
ろ
it's
しいで
just
しょう
gonna
か。
happen.
でき
It's
たら
fine.
安全なところに。
Where are we gonna go? The killer got a master key to every room in this whole
現
bitch.
地頼みます。
かしこまりました。
仕方ありませんね。小連れの熊が一番恐ろしいと言いますから。
Mm.
源氏も熊沢も本当に申し訳ありません。
This hoe got a gun.
また
Good
明
lord.
日お会いしましょう。マリアちゃんも
Cause what are they gonna do? Get shot by her? Shit.
冷たいおばさんをどうか許して。
マリアは許す。
She's like, it's fine. We'll meet in the Golden Land.
奥様、
Girl.
この部屋の鍵です。2本すべてをお預けします。
Thank you. Genji-san pulled the 2 golden keys from his pocket and handed them to Natsuki.
それから
And I will also hand over my...
私が持っている
Oops.
お屋敷内の鍵束もお預けいたします。
Okay. He took out a bundle of about 10 keys of various shapes and handed it over. To the servants, those keys are probably the proof of their position. Being placed in charge of those keys meant that they were trusted, relied upon. Being forced to return them meant that they had lost that trust. Thinking about it this way, there could have been no greater humiliation for Genji-san, who had served here for all these years. However, his usual indifferent expression remained on his face.
源氏、私はお前をお父様がお亡くなりになったら長年の苦労をねぎらって退職を許すつもりでいました。
Allow you to retire.
なのにこのような仕打ちを私は心より恥じます。
I could not be no butler, bro.
私は親方様より
Damn.
すでに今日までの日々はそれに対するご恩返しの日々であっただけです。
Loyal.
どうかお気にやまれませんよ。
それでは参りますかな、皆さん。おやすみなさい。
Mm.
おやすみ。パトラもおやすみ。
あ、マリア、ちょっと待て。
Not my Wody. Guilt made me call Maria back. I groped around in my pocket and took out that scorpion key holder. Yes.
これ魔除けなんだろ。身につけとけ。
Oh my god.
おお。パトラ、確か落としてなくしたって。
I lied, ho.
あん時はなんか尺になってなくしたとかほら吹いただけだ。お前の大切なお守りをなくすわけねえだろ。
That's my shooter. That's my little cuz. Maria silently took the charm. I was unable to say anything after that.
それでは皆様、お
Oh.
やすみなさいませ。
Unable to respond, we watched them leave, our expressions completely tired out. And until the door closed and we heard the auto lock, we were unable to even draw our next breath. Then, when I was finally allowed to take a breath, I noticed that Beatrice's letter, which I'd been gripping the whole time and which was soaked with my sweat, actually had 2 sheets. The paper had been tightly stuck together, so I'd mistakenly thought that there was only one. There was nothing written on the second sheet. The thing drawn there was a magic circle, written with a red ink, like blood. Just like how every magic circle up until then had been different, this magic circle was one that I had never laid eyes on. Inside the circle, a large triangle and small triangle were fit together in a simple design. But just as before, there was writing in Hebrew, and it seemed clear that it held some kind of meaning. I wanted to know what that could be, but we had just chased Maria, the only person who could understand the meaning of magic circles and Hebrew, out of the room. Praise my name, period. Okay. Never mind. I do wonder what that says, bro. I thought in the magic circles was a second set of messages from Beatrice. What does this one mean? Damn. We've chased out all the suspicious people. Now all we have to do is stay barricaded here until morning, and then will everything be over? Once the typhoon is past, when the seagulls cry, will everything be resolved? It's giving no, but let's see. But the letter that had unexpectedly appeared in the study had rejected that naivety. It made it very clear that if time ran out, it would mean victory for the witch. When time runs out, is the witch planning to take on the offensive? Is she finally planning to display some fearful magical power? Maybe something that could have been used to kill 6 adults at once? Wait, when is time supposed to run out? I don't know anything. If the police are coming in the morning, it's gonna have to be before that. And the time currently is... What's the real time? I don't know the time. Is it the witching hour? Golden hour? Twilight? Well, it's past twilight because it's dusk. Ouch. Even as she said that, Nazi couldn't stop gripping that rifle. There was no release in the tension of her expression. Whoa, Archer, you gotta chill. Of course, none of us felt like breathing a sigh of relief yet. Bless you. At least not until we could hear the cries of the seagulls once more. Umineko no naku koro ni. Oh, yeah, tell me the time. What time is it? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It's 11:30. So the time is midnight. They lose it. It's gonna go. Shit finna pop off at midnight. 11:30, bitch. Or is that 1 maybe? It has to be midnight. After we chased him out, nobody said another word. We had exiled all the suspicious ones. Even though we had known that there might be some innocence among them, we had exiled them all the same. We had chased them out of this paradise, where people didn't have to doubt each other. However, our motive for chasing them out had been suspicion of our fellow man, the worst kind of crime for a human. If we had been able to accept the existence of a 19th person, of the witch, then we all might still be talking face to face, trusting in each other. Yeah, damn, that goddamn 19th person. In that instant, we had agreed to chase out all of the suspicious people. But had that been the right thing to do? During this endless silence, we could do nothing but be quietly tormented by that sin. Aunt Natsuhi was facing the door, seated all the way back in her sofa, not letting go of her rifle for even an instant. She would probably spend the night staring at the door without a wink of sleep. George Anarchy was gazing through a gap in the closed curtains by the window. Looking down at the courtyard and the mansion that surrounded it, whether he was checking to see if any suspicious shadows would become visible through the window, or whether he was engaged in some deep internal conversation, I couldn't tell. Jessica was sitting at an angle on the sofa next to Nazis with a dead expression on her face. And every once in a while, as though she just remembered something, she would take out the inhaler that she'd used during her asthma attack and stick it in her mouth. Just to take a hit of albuterol. I just heard it from Aniki, but apparently Jessica liked Canon-kun. Right. Okay. It seems that it was such a vague thing that she hadn't realized it herself. I'm so mad that she's ready to kill this old woman over this boy she got a crush on. But it's whatever, I guess. You know, it's the kind of thing that other people tend to swap before the person in question realizes it. In that case, she might have first learned of her feelings when the person she liked died. It was truly pitiful and sad. Come to think of it, Canon-kun had been the one to hand her that inhaler. Maybe she was remembering that. As for me, I was fishing around Grandfather's study, thinking I'd researched the meaning of the magic circle on the second sheet of the letter. There you go, we'll get some action. Even though we were shut up here in a defensive position, my rebellious nature made me want to keep up the offense, find some key to all of this. We have plenty of time until tomorrow morning, anyway. No matter, maybe it'll be 6 tomorrow. Like, maybe it'll be, like, right when the... I don't know. Anyway. We have no matter what I do at that time, no one can find fault with it. No one else showed that much interest in this magic circle. Its meaning was unknown, and once we understood it, we were sure to find some message that would cause us unnecessary anguish. I also agreed about this. However, I still couldn't let it go, so I killed time pretending to research it. I guess, battler girl.
熱心だね。何か手がかりになるようなことは見つけられたかい？
さっぱりさ。そもそも日本語で書かれた本を探すことからして骨だぜ。じい様は一体何カ国語を読めたってんだ。
Polydactyly,
大
polyglot.
したもんだぜ。
バトラ君は眠くないの？誰かが起きていてくれてるうちに休んだ方がいいよ。ナスヒおばさんは寝ズバンをしてくれると言ってるけど、体が持つわけない。ローテーションで休んだ方がいいよ。
じゃあ兄貴が先に休めよ。俺は眠気が来るまでちょいと調べ物をしてるさ。
さっきの魔法陣？
まあな。どうせ時間は腐るほどあるさ。ベアトリーチェ様がどういうメッセージを込めやがったのか。
My bad. I wanna know too.
そういうのやってると妙なのに取りつかれちまうぜ。
安心しろよ。俺はマリアにお墨付きをもらってるぜ。俺には霊的才能は活気しなんだとよ。
マリアのこと邪険にしすぎたかな。
ジェシカ、
Like, kind of, but she really don't care, so I guess it's fine.
今はそれを考えてはなりません。
でも母さん、もしもマリアが無関係で犯人が他にいたなら、
Yeah, you
犯人は
totally
襲い
just
やすい
killed
相手
your
を狙うに
little
決まってる。
cousin, honestly.
それで殺されたなら私たちは見殺しにしたことになるよ。
A 9-year-old, crazy. A gloomy silence settled once again. It looked like Jessica regretted that she let her emotions take hold of her and snapped at Maria. Yeah, you called her a little bitch. What the fuck? She always was like that. Always acted tough, went too far, and regretted it later.
気持ちはわかりますが、マリアは犯人と接触し、こともあろうか、その肩を持つように煙に巻く発言を繰り返しています。私はこの部屋から追い出せて。
I mean, like, she's 9. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. You know what I mean? Unless we assume that she does know what the hell she's talking about, then I still feel like if that anything, she's a victim of like some grooming, right?
夏日おばさんって結構きついっすね。
A 9-year-old is not plotting no murder, let's be real.
9歳の女の子のザレ言かもしれないじゃないっす
I'm
か。
saying, you better get into it. Even I thought I was being brazen saying that. I myself had thought Maria was creepy on several occasions today, and had doubted her true nature. And when Maria had been chased out of this room, I couldn't deny that I'd felt some relief.
もしそうだったなら
Like the
明
honesty,
日
I
謝罪し
guess.
ます彼らをこの部屋から追い出したのは全て私の責任ですだからあなたたちが気に病むことはないのです
I could feel a tragic determination in Nazi's words. To protect her own daughter, she would resolutely chase out the suspicious ones. And if as a result, she had left to die, those people who had the misfortune to be suspected, so be it. She was prepared to take full responsibility.
なんでマリアってあんなことばかり言うんだよ。
Cause she has the tism, bro. Like, it's really not her fault.
自分で自分の首を絞めてるぜ。
もともと
It was the
マリアちゃん
80s,
が
I
魔女や
guess.
魔法に傾倒するようになったのは僕はローザおばさんのせいじゃないかと思ってる。
ローザおばさんのせい、何がどう関係してるってんだよ。
バトラ君だって気づいてるんじゃないかい。マリアちゃんの本当の父親はずいぶん昔に蒸発してるんだ。おばさんはそれを海外出張とか言ってごまかしているけどね。
That's some tea right there.
後ろ宮家ではローザさんたちに関わる話はタブーとされているところがあります
But they probably talk shit about this family every year, and Battler's the only one that's been missing out. Because he's McCon.
おばさんは再婚だって考えたと思うよ。でもマリアちゃんの存在が枷になって非常に難しかったんじゃないかと思うんだ。
No wonder she's been smacking the shit out of her with that misplaced anger.
だっておばさんは時折ものすごく
Oh,
感
yeah.
情的にマリアちゃんに
Oh,
当たっていたから。
You think?
それについては同感だぜ。ローザおばさんはマリアを好きになろうと努力してるように見えた。
Not everybody needs to have children, bro, and it's totally okay.
ってことはつまり好きじゃないってことなんだよな。再婚の妨げになっているマリアに思うところがあったんだろうよ。
Oh my god. I
母
hate
親の
that.
感情的な拒絶がきっと彼女の幼い心に深い傷を残したと思うんだ。
No, actually, because it's like, okay, you didn't want to have a kid, and now you can't get married because you have a kid, and now it's my problem. Like, come on. And now you gotta beat up on this kid every day. Like, oh, Jesus
そ
Christ.
してどこかでオカルト趣味と出会い心の隙間を埋めるように没頭していく。
Period. Obviously, unfortunately,
知ってるかい？
people will turn to whatever when they're lonely.
マリアちゃんにとって魔女のイメージは決してネガティブなものじゃないんだよ。
It's a bad bitch.
ほら、昨日海岸でマリアちゃんのノートを見せてもらわなかったかい？
ああ、なんだか楽しそうな落書きでいっぱいだったぜ。
In Hebrew. Yesterday, when we had doubted the witch down by the beach, Maria had gotten all riled up and started explaining about witches. And not one of the pages had shown a picture of an ugly witch. They were all brightly colored, beautiful, cute witches who looked like they were having fun. There was absolutely nothing sinister about them, like a boy might have imagined. They were beings adorned with beautiful dresses, who could grant anyone's dreams with their mysterious magic, and who made everyone happy. Queen! Shit, I get it. The sorrow of not being loved by her mother. Had Maria sought salvation from the witches as beings who could save her from that sorrow and make her happy? Which honestly even disgusts me more that Beatrice appeared to Maria. I bet she did appear to Maria in the flesh as a cute witch from her pictures. And groomed her ass. Someday a witch would come and using her wonderful magic would bring Maria happiness. Oh, and that happiness is the Golden Land, aka this big ass dumbass murder plot. How dare you tell a child that? That is disgusting. Even though she believed that, as she grew older, she had to face reality as her fleeting dreams were sliced to ribbons by her shitty family. If, in front of a girl like that, something claiming to be the Witch of Rokkenshima appeared and whispered that she would take Maria to the Golden Land where Maria could be happy, bruh. Evil. This is evil activity. This is more evil than killing the 13, however many people are dead.
僕は今頃になって胸中を告白するよ。
What you got to say?
いや、源氏さんたちを追い出したのは多分いけないことだったんじゃないかな。
Okay, thanks for owning up to it. Like 2 hours later, probably dead. I don't even want to hear you. Since Jessica had been the one to face them and slam them with words of rejection, her conscience must be tormenting her a lot right now. Girl, fuck your conscience. That's not how you felt 2 hours ago.
なら皆さんはあの手紙をどう説明する
Yeah,
のです
let's
か？
keep our eye on the prize.
私の後ろにいた4人以外の誰にも置くことはできなかった。それは私がこの目ではっきり確認しています。あの4人が潔白だというなら、どうやってこの密室の8人もの人間がいる中で手紙を置けたというのですか？
そうなんだよ。その話が始まっちまうと確かに4人は怪しいってことになっちまう。だが全然ダメなんだ。ああ、全然ダメだぜ。
ダメって何がだい？
He's trying to have a brain blast.
もう今さら何の役にも立たないかもしれねえが、またチェス盤をひっくり返させてくれ。
I'm very curious what your reasoning is.
つまりあの4人が本当に犯人だってんならよ、おかしいんだよ。
I said, why would they leave the room with the only 4 remaining alive people? Probably so that they can go kill one of them. They don't all have to be the culprit. It just has to be one. Oh, why would they have set the letter there? Maybe to get them to suspect them. And maybe to get them to separate them out of that room where they could all see what's going on. There's plenty of reasons why. But one of them would have to be the culprit, so I get it.
扉の隙間に置いて廊下側から差し込まれたように見せかけるとか。
So why do it so obvious to where everyone could see it?
そうだよ。部屋の外に犯人がいるように見せかけなきゃ自分が疑われてしまうことが分かってたはず。
I think again to break them up. Like the culprit put it there on the table to break them up, because if the culprit put it out there and it made it actually look like someone was outside, then they're never leaving the room.
ああ、そういうことなんだ。
And if they're never leaving the room, then the culprit can't kill any more people.
あの4人の中に犯人がいたとして、テーブルのど真ん中に手紙をポンと置くことはリスクばかりで何の意味もないんだ。
I believe the culprit is outside the room. Granted. And I because we have not motherfucking seen that boy's body. Don't play with me. Oh my god.
だがどうやってそこに手紙を置いたかのトリックは置いて。
And assuming yeah, like why would the culprit slip it under the door? Because no one would leave in that case. Whoever put that letter there, or told somebody to put that letter there, or decided to put that letter there was like, we need to break up this room.
あの4人以外の誰か、すなわちこの部屋の外に犯人がいたと仮定したとき、
Will we come to the same logic?
あの手紙には大きな意味が生まれる。
よしなさいバトラ君。今さら些細な問題です。
Nazi quickly guessed what I was getting at. No, maybe she had thought of it long before I had and had simply held her tongue.
この部屋の外に犯人がいて、俺たちが外から手出しもできない密室に立てこもっちまったらお手上げだ。
I had to get them how it was out.
そうだよ。この部屋からじい様がいなくなったって話の時、 俺が披露した説じゃねえか。じいさまが自分から出ていくという説。自分から出ていくような何かの細工を犯人がしてまんまと外へおびき出していたのだとしたら。
Come to think of it, even Maria had said it when we found the scorpion magic circle on the doorknob to the study. Yeah, because she can't even get in there. So she was like, I'm going to bring y'all out. Beatrice couldn't get through the door. But she might be able to induce someone to leave of their own accord.
だとすると私たちは犯人の罠に見事ハマって
Yeah, honestly, they had just thought about it a little bit harder.
新しい生贄候補を送り出しちまったことになるぜ。
Yeah, you surely did. And only 3 more people need to die. You sent out 4. Girl, bye.
身を守ろうと思うならこの部屋の次に安全な場所をすぐに思いつくでしょう。
What place, girl? They all decided it was this
そこ
one.
できっと身を潜めています。
And we know the culprit likely has a master key. So be fucking for real. Sorry. Unnecessary hadn't answered the question. She herself realized that if the culprit wasn't in that group, that letter could easily have been a trap. However, it wasn't worth the risk of calling back the people she had once thrown out. To Natsuhi, right now, her greatest and only duty was to protect the children. Mother. And to that end, she was thinking, a few sacrifices may be an unfortunate necessity.
な
I guess,
あ、
girl.
夏日おばさん、きついこと聞くぜ。もしあの時たまたまジェシカもおばさんの後ろにいたら、
Yeah. What would you
お
have
ばさんは
done?
この部屋からジェシカも追い出してたかい？確かに残酷なところはあったかもしれない。でも夏日おばさんは母として娘を守りきろうと思った。
And we can't fault you for that.
その責務から自分がやがては糾弾されることを覚悟で彼らを追放したんだ。
Hang on, actually. Wait a second. Suspicious. She could be an accomplice. Her ass could have set the letter there. I still don't trust nobody, bro.
俺は別にそれを責めてえわけじゃねえ。
We know there's a killer. There's at least one accomplice. Minimum.
ただその
Has to be.
ジェシカはいいお袋を持ったなってそう思ったのさ。
Damn, he's like, I'll give you your flowers, girl. Even if no one else on this damn island will.
そうだね。夏日おばさんは朝からずっと続いているこんな事件の中でも冷静さを失わずずっとみんなを牽引してきてくれた。
She's doing a lot better than she did at dinner yesterday.
もしおばさん
So
まで
I'll
混
give her
乱していた
that.
ら僕たちは今頃全員犯人の手にかかっていたかもしれない。だから僕たちはおばさんに感謝しなくちゃいけないと思う。
Hmm.
ありがとう。
I don't even know why I say that. Like, why even say that? Because the killer told you the exact order that they would kill in, kind of. So, is she really preventing anything, you know?
バトラたちの言いたいことは
She might be slowing it down, but like...
こういうことだろう。マリアの母でもあってほしいって。
Oh,
私、マリアのことを実の妹みたいだと。
that little bitch?
可愛がってき
That's
た。
who. Alright.
なのにいろんなことがあってちょっと混乱しちゃってひどいことをたくさん言って傷つけてしまった。母さんお願いだよ。マリアもみんなも一緒に私たちの中に犯人なんていなか
I
ったんだ
can't
よ。
with her. I can't with her. I need you to make up your mind,
こ
ho.
の事件の犯人は魔女のベアトリーチェでいいじゃないか。
No, because we need to be fucking for real.
だから
Oh. I get it, but like...
疑い合うのはやめようよ。
No one has tried to solve this riddle, bro. Like, I know Beatrice is like, what the fuck? What the hell are they doing? Yeah. Nazi closed her eyes for a short while. Was she coping with her throbbing headache again, or was she thinking of something?
ジェシカは主人と結婚してから12年もかけてようやく授かった大切な娘です。
12 years. She's like, I am not giving you up. How old is she? Jessica's 18. 12 years she married Kraus. Let's say she was in her early 20s when she married Kraus. So she's like 50.
私はジェシカを守るためな
Oh,
ら
she
どんな
said,
ふうな鬼にでもなります。
fuck the bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Period. That was some pretty strong language at the end there. She realized very well that these were only words, but even so, she was strongly resolved to protect her daughter, even if she had to become a demon. I wonder if that includes murder like 13 people. But that was because she was tormented by guilt. Today had been so long. So many things had happened in one day, and we have been put under such pressure. I wonder if we have the right to greet tomorrow the way we are now. Hello. There it is. Oh, the circle. Yeah, what is it?
この魔法陣だ。
Within the books I've been constantly flipping through, I finally found the same magic circle that had been drawn on the second sheet of the letter. George Anarchy peered at it as well. This magic circle's name was the Third Magic Circle of Mars. The Hebrew written on it from the Old Testament, Book of Psalms, Psalm 77, verse 13. What God is so great is our God. The meaning of the magic circle was discord. Ah! Fierce. Dang. Maybe magic is real, because she's kind of cooking, bro. It agitates internal divisions and causes the enemy to bring about their own downfall. Damn, she wrote a letter that said, "You ugly ass hoes, y'all suck at this riddle." And she basically gave them the middle finger. And said, talk about it amongst yourselves. And sure enough, they sent 4 lambs out to the slaughter. That's crazy. Magic is real. I'm convinced. Could there be a more fitting way to describe our current situation and mental state? We couldn't help but be stunned into silence. This hoe called her a little bitch because of that damn magic circle. If Maria had read it, they would have seen through it.
この部屋には私たち8人以外には誰もいなかったんだぜ。
とにかくどうやってここに置いたのか、その方法は
She
捨ておく。
FedExed it.
とにかく犯人の狙いはたった一つ。
And they got
この
it.
鉄壁の書斎に疑心暗鬼を引き起こして生贄の羊を俺たちの手で外へ放り出させることだったんだ。
And that shit worked.
だとしたら狙いは外へ出された人たちだ。
And y'all been chilling in here safe as fuck for a whole 2 hours or some shit.
母さん、どうしよう。
Honestly, not leave.
あの4人が危ない。
It wasn't surprising that Nazi remained unpleasantly silent. Even if this was all a trap by the culprit, even if the 4 who had been chased out of the room were in danger, it had nothing to do with the safety of the 4 people in here. And there was no way to prove the innocence of the 4 people we had kicked out. If we're willing to let them die, then we shouldn't leave this room no matter what. That way is safest. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Lord. Now the phones work? Just then, all of a sudden, the piercing sound of a phone rang through the room. It was the antique extension phone, okay, that was set on Grandfather's study desk. It's gonna have to stop ringing. It started ringing right as we began this conversation. It was only natural that we would think of it as help from the people we kicked out. But then Natsuki spoke. Pick up the phone, ho.
どうして電話が
Oh,
故障していて使えないはずなのに。
please pick up the phone.
そんなことは関係ねえさ。もしマリアたちが助けを求める電話
Yeah,
だ。
pick it
そも
up.
そも電話の普通が犯人の工作によるものならば、
Yeah, it's the culprit calling. It has to be.
この電話おそらく
Because why else would they think? Unless it could be one of the people calling, like, help. With that one sentence, the ring on the phone, which had sounded like a scream for help, started to sound like a ghastly summons from some unknown person. Natsuki hesitated over whether to pick up the receiver. Bitch, you better pick that hell up. I'm tired of it ringing.
何かの理由で電話マリアちゃんたちからの緊急の電話の可能性もある。
そうだぜ。
Yes.
それに万一犯人からの電話だったらちょうどさ。
Alright, ho.
話を聞いてやろうじゃねえか。それにどうせ電話だ。受話器越しに何をほざいたって痛くも痒くもないぜ。
おばさんが取らないなら
I
俺が取
will.
るぜ。
Thank you.
私が取ります。もしもし。
Thank God. Oh my God. I stretched out my hand to take the receiver, but Anatsuki picked it up first, as if to say she had it under control. We all held our breath, trying to figure out who the person on the other end of the phone was. But for a while, Anatsuki just kept saying, "Mushi mushi," a silent phone call. There's no way Maria and the others would do something so creepy. Which means, this phone call, that it possibly... Really? Natsuki stopped repeating mushi mushi and strained her ears. Because she thought she heard something far away on the other end of the receiver. What was it? Singing.
歌って何ですか、おばさん。
わかりません。電話の向こうでかすかに誰かが歌っているのが聞こえます。
Oh my God. What in the grudge?
何のことやら。
ちょっと受話器を借りますぜ。
What in the ring? What in the Sadako, all of it.
もしもし。
Whatever. Yeah, stop playing with me. I half forced the receiver from the slot of Matsuki's hand and pressed it against my ear. At first, I didn't hear anything. Bitch, don't play with me. But because I had been told about it beforehand, I noticed. Not in a quiet voice, but rather far away from the receiver. I could hear a girl singing a song, Maria Girl. The voice sort of sounded like Maria's, but that just made the situation even more inexplicable. At the very least, the one who had made the phone call hadn't been Maria. After all, Maria was singing some song far away from the receiver. In that case, the one who made the phone call should have been Genji, Kumasawa, or Dr. Nanjo. And yet they weren't saying anything. Why? For what reason? Who was the person who made this goddamn phone call?
おい、もしもし、誰だ、返事をしろ。歌ってるのはマリアなのか。返事をしてくれ。
何が起こってんだよ。どういうことだ。
わからねえ。一つ言えることは、多分これは罠で。そして。
It's definitely a trap. What the fuck? What the hell? Natsuki took the receiver again, but after calling it into it several more times, she realized she wasn't getting anywhere and hung up. She then dialed quickly and clucked her tongue. Oh, right. If the phones are back, we should be able to reach the police. But judging by her reaction, the outside line still wouldn't connect.
行こう。罠かもしれないことは分かってても行かないわけに
Yeah, we can't leave Maria now.
ああ、まったくだぜ。
Come on, bros. Let's
ジェシーと
go.
夏代おばさんはここにいてくれ。
Oops. They tried to dash out, and Natsuki said no.
あなたたちだけに行かせるわけにはいきません。私も行きます。ジェシカはここで待ちなさい。
Uh-uh.
私だけのけ者かよ。冗談じゃない。私も。
Yeah, you're not finna leave me here by
その
myself.
方がいいかもしれねえぜ。電話が俺たちをさらに分散させる狙いがあるってんなら、留守番を残すのは適当じゃねえ。
議論する暇も惜しい。みんなで行こう。
Yeah, come on. Nazi raised the rifle high and took the lead. I need a weapon myself as well. I found a 3-pronged candelabra, which looked like it could be used for some strange ritual, and armed myself with it. With the spikes it had to fit the candles on, although they were short, it was almost like a 3-pronged spear. Whew. Period. It gotta hurt to be stabbed with a candelabra. Then the 4 of us left the study. We left the study, which should have been the safest place inside the mansion. And so we'd all been lured out, despite the fact that we'd barricaded ourselves in a safe, locked room. And perhaps we were even repeating exactly the same series of events that led to grandfather disappearing from there. Dang, can't nobody stay in that damn room. I know she the most concerned. She called her a little bitch. I listened closely but didn't hear anything. The mansion was vast, and the sound of the rain even noisier than before, and as if the passing typhoon was making its last stand.
マリアちゃんは確か客までテレビを見たいと言ってたよね。階下に降りてみよう。
そうですね。行ってみましょう。みんなは周りに用心して。
おい。
Come on, let's go. With a Nazi in the center, her rifle readied and her finger on the trigger, we moved in a group, our backs together, checking our surroundings in all directions. As though the power of that magic circle designed to spread discord had brought it all into being, we had split up and furthermore had been dragged into dangerous territory. In other words, even now, in this very moment, we were doing just what the culprit wanted us to do. This was now a strange space where it wouldn't be odd for anything to suddenly occur. Natsuhi nervously pointed the barrel of the gun at every dark spot and shadow. I felt like that motion was out of fear rather than caution. But the rifle she had in her hand would surely also be her trump card that the killer was afraid of.
僕はずっと思ってたんだ。カノン君のように胸にあのアイスピックを突き刺すことは不可能ではないと思う。でも母さんたちのように頭蓋骨を打ち抜いて眉間に突き立てるなんて簡単なことじゃないと思う。
Why are we talking about this now? Splitting a skull and sticking them like it was my parents when they got easy.
犯人はそれだけバカ力ってことか。
多分あのアイスピックを飛ばす、あるいは打ち込む射出機のような武器があるんだよ。
I guess for a pick to break the skull like that, I'd have to look at it again. But like,
人力だけであれだけ深々と衝突するにはあの絵は短すぎる。
I don't know. Is this accurate?
いずれにせよ、頭蓋骨を打ち抜くほどに強力です。
Right. Like, what are we talking about?
カノンの傷も肺にまで届いていたそうです。
And we know that for a fact.
もし相手の姿を見ても決して前に出ないように。
Or did Nanjo just say that?
私の後ろから出てはいけませんよ。
Just how sinister and frightening was this weapon that could shoot those creepy ice picks? And could I do anything to combat it with just this candlestick in my hand? In the first murder, the culprit had probably assaulted 4 of our parents at once as they discussed the inheritance problem in the dining hall. Also, and we also had 4 people. Apparently I wasn't the only person thinking this. George, Jessica, and of course Natsuhi were stretching their senses to the utmost limit in the highest and worst state of tension, slowly advancing one step then another. Oh lord, they're afraid they're gonna get shot at. What sinful people are we? A world as terrifying as this, and we push Maria and the rest right into the middle of it, just because of the seeds of doubt spread by that single letter. We finally reached the first floor. The parlor was just across the hall. So they're like inching. When we listened carefully, we could hear faintly Maria's eerie singing voice. She wasn't singing naturally, as though she were in a good mood. She was singing mechanically, as if she was in music class in school and had been ordered to sing. The song she was singing was just a common folk song, one that everyone has probably sung in school at one time or another. Is the killer in there with her? The killer made the call and told her to start singing. But why that in the middle of the night alone with all her heart over and over? Why? Is she casting a spell? When we had just left the study, we had called out in loud voices asking Maria where she was. But this time, no one said even a single word. We hid our breath and the sound of our footsteps heightened all our senses and examined everywhere around us to a neurotic degree as we advanced each step. The door to the parlor was closed, but we could hear Maria's singing voice through it. Unnatsuhi put her hand on the handle of the doorknob. George stopped her.
扉は僕が開ける。
And you
夏日
shoot.
おばさんとバトラ君は武器を構えてて。
Period.
わかりました。気をつけて。
開けると同時に攻撃してくるかもしれないぜ。
Alright.
ジョージ兄さん、注意して。
Thank you for that. Sorry. I told like Jessica.
じゃあ、行くよ。
He tried to open it, but immediately felt the hard resistance of the lock. So this is a locked room, because Battler is here to see it. We're all here to see it. Nazi took the bundle of keys from her pocket and gave them to George. There were about 10 keys, and none of us had a clue which was which. Because of this, George had to fumble around loudly and test several of the keys. Since we had hidden our footsteps, preparing to make a surprise attack on the room, this felt almost fatal. The whole time, we could hear Maria's voice from the parlor singing the same song over and over. It was like a broken, crazy cassette tape. In the morning, we had been in that room the whole time. All the frightening things had occurred outside that room. So we had convinced ourselves that even if nowhere else could be trusted, that room alone was safe. That baseless impression was quickly falling apart. Let's open this damn door!
開いた。
ありがとう。ジョージ君とジェシカは後ろに下がって。
お
Alright.
ばさん、一気に飛び込んで左右扉を開けてボサッとしてたら例のアイスピックがど真ん中に飛んでくるかもしれねえぜ。
承知しています。
Improvised weapon, maybe?
いいですか？
Get it together.
やっぱ嫌だって言いてえな。
I readied myself. They're going to throw ice picks at me. We'll see how they like my candlestick.
行きます。
Let's go. What's in here? Natsuhi and I ran to the door as we flew into the parlor, quickly splitting up left and right and searching the parlor for someone who might be waiting for us. What our eyes landed upon was an altogether outlandish scene. Who's dead? God dang. I see Maria. I see her dress and her little crown. The parlor was stained with blood. And that's her bag. So she's stinging, so she's fine. This place where we had spent almost the entire day, where we had pressed in together to protect ourselves from some unknown malice, had become stained with fresh blood, had become an ocean of blood. God dang. All three on the floor lay Genji-san, Kumasawa-san, and Dr. Nanjo, their entire bodies stained bright red with blood. That's 4 people. God dang. Servants wiped out. Found in the parlor with a weapon resembling an ice pick having been rammed into his stomach and his face smashed. Genji, Kumasawa, weapon resembling an ice pick having been rammed into her calf with her face smashed. Thigh. Gouged knee. You couldn't get the knee, so you went for the thigh. Face smashed. Face smashed. Face smashed. All of our faces were smashed. Well, their faces weren't smashed. It's giving shotgun. All the servants are gone, bro. That's crazy. The only way we could identify them was by their clothes. That was because... that's right. This was how this whole tragedy started. Their faces were all mashed up like Dad and the others in the storehouse. And you couldn't even tell where the eyes and noses were. God damn. It was like someone had vulgarly gobbled apart a tomato pot stew wrapped in a pie crust. That is nasty. All globby and sloppy. And that wasn't all. Their bodies had other wounds. They were those demon's ice picks. They were in Genji-san's stomach, Dr. Nanjo's thigh, no, his knee. Yeah, it would be his knee. In the epitaph, the sixth twilight was the stomach, and on the seventh, it said to gouge the knee. So after seeing one of them stuck near Kumisawa Bachan's calf, I couldn't help masochistically laughing. Yeah, of course it would be. God damn. Gouge the stomach, gouge the knee, gouge the leg, bitch. 1, 2, 3. That means we're done. Yeah, we're at the 9th twilight. And the next one, the 9th twilight, what was it again? Everyone will die, basically. And the witch will revive. Maria was there. Good lord. Facing the wall, bitch. With blood behind you and on you? On the socks? What did she see, bitch? We finna watch her say some bullshit. She was facing the far wall, standing stock still, completely alone. Facing away from this horrible scene, standing in front of the wall, singing her song over and over. There was nothing else in the room. Just the corpses of the 3 who had been brutally killed, and the receiver still off its hook, showing that it had been this room that the call had come from. So the killer... Just that and Maria, her back to the scene, facing the wall as she kept on singing. She was facing the wall the whole time because the blood is on her back. Well, her side, rather. We couldn't even scream at this bizarre scene. We could only stare shocked, our mouths hanging loosely open. Jessica called out to her, but Maria showed no reaction. Alone, she kept singing, on and on. We had come here trying to save her from approaching danger. So that when we found her, we should have been running up to her, hugging her joyous that she was safe. And yet, not one of us could do that. Because what the fuck is going on? Everyone thought it, but they couldn't say it. And the door was locked, bitch. But if the killer, if the killer has a key though, then that's not crazy to think. The killer came in here, killed them, called the phone, and left, and locked the door behind them. Everyone thought it, but they couldn't say it. After all, because it's really, really motherfucking fucked up. God damn. Please. At some point, a Nazi and I had pointed our weapons at Maria's back. I yelled at Maria in a violent voice. There was no reaction. She just kept singing. With the candlestick still readied, I ran up to her and forcefully, no violently, slammed the candlestick on her shoulder. Just kidding. Then I pulled on her shoulder, forcing her to turn around. Aww. Maria's small body was quickly pulled down and fell. And as though unhappy about how her singing had been interrupted, she looked into my face with her usual expression. Even in this gruesome situation, she was just like normal.
Maria, oh
my god. What's she about to say? I love how honest she is. I threw the candlestick I'd been holding against the wall. The violence of that reckless sound should have gone straight into Maria's heart, but her expression didn't change at all.
よすんだバトラ君。
I bet it was the same person that dressed up, right, as Beatrice, gave her the letter, came in here, dressed up as Beatrice, and did what she had to do.
今度こそ君は3人を殺す犯人の顔を見たはずだよ。
She's gonna be like, it was Beatrice.
君に手紙を渡したという
Actually, answer that. Was it?
ベアトリーチェ。
Okay.
ああ、なら
Yeah, okay, period. That's, bro, I need to slow down.
19人目はいるんだよ。ベアトリーチェは実在するんだ。
It could be a 19 person, but it could also be somebody
じゃあ
else.
マリア、これくらいは教えてくれるよな。奴はこの3人をどうやって殺したんだ。何をどうやったらあんなむごい殺し方ができるんだ。
Sawed off shoddy to smash her face.
知らない。
Or honestly, maybe just whacked him. I don't know. Could be anything.
知らねえってことはねえだろ。
The cause of death doesn't matter, does it?
この部屋での出来事だぞ。歌を歌うのに夢中で気づかなかったとか言い出すんじゃねえだろうな。
落ち着いてバトラ君。
Like, these people are trying to be detectives, and they really need to be vigilantes.
マリアちゃん、
Vigilantes.
僕とお話ししよう。
This kindergarten shit not gonna work, bro. George, as he always did, crouched down next to Maria so that their eyes met and talked to her very
マ
kindly.
リアちゃんはどうして壁を向いてお歌を歌っていたのかな。
うん。ベアトリーチェがここでね、壁を向いてお歌をずっと歌っていなさいって言ったの。
And I bet she's telling the fucking truth, bro.
じゃあ
Because why would she
ベアト
lie?
リーチェがここへやってきたんだね。
She's been so honest this whole time from like whatever I see is what I believe perspective. So she's telling the truth. She just don't know how to put it into normal people words.
その時にはまだ源氏さんたちは生きていたんだよね。
うん。みんなで客間に来て座ってた。源氏さんはちゃんと鍵をかけてたよ。
And then she unlocked the door, I
確か
bet.
に鍵はかかってたが、じゃあどうやってベアトリーチェは客間に入ってきたってんだよ。
うん。でもベアトリーチェは魔女だから鍵なんか関
She
係な
just
い。
unlocked that shit.
蝶々になって扉の隙間から通り抜けてきたんだよ。
Now hang on, child.
はあ、
Right.
冗談も休み休み言いやがれ。そんなわけねえだろ。お前は何を言ってやがるんだ。
信じられないよね。だから言いたくなかった。どうせ言っても信じないもん。でもベアトリーチェは魔女なの。
I just love the all caps.
不思議な魔法で何でもできるの。だからベアトリーチェは鍵のかかった扉なんか全然関
If I had a servant key, I wouldn't care if the door was locked either.
それで現れたベアトリーチェは、そしてみんなはどうしたの？
ベアトリーチェは言ったよ。おじいさまの書斎は強力な力に守られていてどうしても入れない。
She also didn't have a key to that. She didn't have a key. Genji had both keys.
だからあと3人の生贄はこの客間の4人の中から選ぶって。
She explained
みんな
that?
嫌だって言ったよ。熊沢さんは嫌だ嫌だってすごい言ってた。でもベアトリーチェは選ぶよ。そしたらね、ベアトリーチェはマリアはいいよって言ってくれたの。
And this child who is so happy and doesn't mind dying, the culprit kept her ass alive because the culprit knows that this is all some fucking bullshit. Because why else not just let Maria die first? It's because the culprit likes Maria. Has to. Because they both are witches. Like, I hate this shit.
どうしてだと思う？バトラがマリアの安全を祈って念を込めてくれたあの火星の5の魔法陣のサソリのお守りがあったからだよ。
Damn, maybe that is why. Okay, so Beatrice plays by her rules, so I respect it.
だからその力でベアトリーチェはマリアにだけは何もできなかった。
Because if she defied the rules, then yeah, never mind.
だから生贄はマリアじゃない3人に決まったの。そしたらね、ベアトリーチェはね、言ったの。
さあさあ、壁に向かってお歌を歌って聞かせなさい。
I love her voice. Oh
あ
my
なたは
gosh.
たくさんたくさんお歌を歌うから、何が起こって何が聞こえても聞こえないわからない。
Crazy.
さあさあ、楽しいお歌をわらわにたくさん聞かせておくれ。
だからマリアはずっとお歌を歌ってた。ずっと歌ってたんだよ。だから何も聞こえない、わからない。そしたらバトラたちがやってきたんだよ。
それを信じろってのか？バカにするんじゃねえぜ。
じゃあ今度は誰を疑う？
This girl.
マリアを疑う？
There's no way she did that.
マリアをこの場で殺してみる？
It would be nuts if she
そ
did
んなことしても
though.
ベアトリーチェはいなくならない。これで第8の番は終わったよ。ベアトリーチェは蘇る。
ふざけんな。もうそんな話は金輪際ごめんだぜ。魔女なんているもんか。煙に巻かれてたまるか。俺は認めねえぞ。ベアトリーチェなんていいね。
That song slaps.
絶対に俺が認めね
I
え。
want to play it in
存
Beat
在なんかさ
Saber.
せねえ。読み伝説は永遠に伝説のままだ。
Okay, keep that
俺
energy.
が
I
そんな
like
ことを
it.
認めね
よせよバトラ。マリアが殺したわけでも見殺しにしたわけでもない。
I don't think she did.
ベアトリーチェが来てマリアは抵抗できず従わざるを得なかっただけだぜ。
Regardless of what I think, yes, I feel like there's still the culprit is still out and about.
あれ夏日おばさん
Where is her ass?
おばさんがいない
God. It couldn't have been Nazi, because Nazi's been with the kids.
あれ
母さんどこ行ったの？
さっき手紙を読みながら一人で出て行ったよ。
I love that you saw that. What the fuck? Letter? That makes sense. The culprit's done with the A toilet and it's all gone swimmingly for them. They might well have left a letter so they could brag even more. We had been so wrapped up in questioning Maria that we forgot to look for one. But even as well armed as she was, why had she left the room all by herself in this dangerous mansion after reading it? Jessica tried to chase after her and tugged at the handles of the door, but it resisted strangely and wouldn't open.
母さんお母さん
Oh my fucking god, bitch.
何これ開けて
They're locked in there. It was only natural. Nazi had picked up the candlestick, which Byler had thrown at the wall and which had fallen to the floor. She had then skillfully wedged it between the doorknobs on the double doors like a bolt, holding them closed. You planned that out, ho. Because you thought about that a little bit too fast. The intricate design of the candlestick meant it jammed well and formed a truly sturdy seal on the door. The tragic scream of a daughter for her mother. Did it reach Natsui's ears or not? Oh my god. What's happening outside? Oh, Jesus. Natsuhi was alone in the entrance hall. It was the place where the portrait of Beatrice had been hung. Natsuhi threw down the final letter from Beatrice she had read in the parlor, readied her rifle again, and in a voice that rang clear, yelled in the massive space that was the entrance hall. Now she got big balls. Like, what's going on? And what did the letter say? The entrance hall was dimly lit. Other than a faint light which shone on the center of the room, everything was blotted out by the jet black darkness. See, there goes that bullshit. Basically, when Cannon's ass went to the boiler room, this shit started happening. Which is how I know it's bullshit. In that darkness, butterflies glittering in gold squirmed, twinkled, and sneered. Bullshit. The servants are the only ones that have been doing this bullshit. Natsuhi gave one more huge gulp and pointed the cold barrel of the gun at the gold butterflies. Don't play with me. What are you seeing? And the kids aren't here, so we cannot verify that this is happening. Because this is happening in the next damn room. So last time we saw the butterflies here with Cannon, and I feel like that was because I've been thinking it's Cannon the whole time, but I feel like that was a representation of Cannon fighting his like inner culprit and like the guilt, right, of like doing all this fucking bullshit. So if she's seeing the butterflies, what does that mean? Is it herself? No, because she couldn't have killed the last three. But that doesn't mean... Does she see Cannon? Or the witch, rather? Or is this her hallucinating? Request for a duel. Is that... Hang on. Oh my god, bitch. God damn. Oh, it is. The cold butterfly slowly formed a human shape, which walked into the dim light. Natsuhi readied the rifle and glared. The witch raised her golden staff overhead and laughed. Natsuhi's fingers slowly squeezed the trigger. Battler made an all-out dash at the door and rammed into it. Yes, let's see this shit. Crushing the candlestick, which had been barring it, and making it possible for a big gap to be opened in the door. He kept kicking the candlestick through that gap, and the door was finally released. A shot rang out. At that time, they heard it. They clearly heard, just once, the crisp sound of gunfire.
Jessica-san! 一人で先走っちゃいけない!今のは銃声だぜ。夏代おばさんが撃ったんだ。
Bitch. At who? So she shot at somebody. One shot. At the culprit? The noise had come from the entrance hall. And the entrance hall looked like a stage. Like the heroine of a tragedy, lying down and bathed in light. Arrayed in the beauty of that silence, a Natsuhi was faced up, crumpled on the floor. Half crazed, Jessica ran up to Natsuhi. On her forehead, it was almost as though a sparkling shard of pigeon's blood ruby had been placed there. So she was shot, bitch. She was shot in the head. And from it, a single stream of blood makeup passed by her eye and began to traverse her face. I hate how they keep calling the blood makeup. What does that mean? The faint smell of gunpowder smoke came from the barrel of the rifle and Nazi still grasped. That's why I'd be thinking, are these people really dead? Huh? Then she shot herself in the forehead? Why? That is crazy. This hoe pointed her gun, found shot to death in front of the witch's portrait. How impudent of her to challenge a witch with nothing but a mere gun. Of course she'd end up like this. God dang. Lock the kids in the room and... If it was a duel, she requested the witch to a duel. Or someone, she accepted a duel. Duel. Did the witch just shoot her? That's my theory for right now. I think the witch just shot her.
どうしておばさんは一人で抜け出してどうして自分の額を撃ち抜いているんだよマリアちゃん夏日おばさんは手紙を読んでから部屋を出たんだよね
Yeah, where's the letter?
手紙がない
What?
くそおばさんは何を読んでどうしてここに誘い出されたんだ
No, actually, where does the letter say? Because if we flip the chessboard around, we saw her leave with a letter. But if there's no letter here, then the witch would have taken it, right? Before they came outside. Like, they heard the gunfire, then they had to break outside. And if the witch took the letter, that means there had to have been something crazy on that letter. Or maybe they just want them to think it's suicide instead of like a murder. That is insane. Oh my god. How dare you do that to these people, bro? That is crazy. Because if it was a duel, right? Assuming that part was real, how are you gonna make it look like suicide, bitch? That's nuts. You got these people in utter despair. Jessica clung to her mother's corpse, crying earnestly. My body, consumed by an anger I didn't know what to do with, I stole the rifle from Nazi's hand and spun around, pointing the barrel of the gun into the darkness on all sides, as though I was pointing a light from a lighthouse, trying to find the culprit. George, even in this situation, was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And Maria alone was completely indifferent. Was she treating us as some kind of predetermined fate? No, that's not it. She wasn't even killed as part of the Twilight, because it's over. This is all a prelude to a wonderful world. Fuck this. I hate what they... She's honestly the realest victim in this shit, bro. Because this is all... Oh. The door to the Golden Land will finally open.
第9の晩に魔女は蘇り誰も生き残れはしない
I like this song. Oh my god.
そして第10の晩に旅は終わり黄金の里へ至るだろうこれで全部終わったねベアドリーチェおめでとうおめでとう
おめでとう
だからマリアを導いて
See?
あなたの話してくれた
Grooming.
黄金鏡へ今こそ
I'm gonna beat her ass. There, all of the dead will be resurrected, and even the love they once possessed will be revived. So in Maria's eyes, it's just as though all of today's tragedies never even happened. And all those days she spent deprived of love never happened either. Fuck that.
何が楽しい何がおめでたいこの島には18人いた14人死んだ残りは俺たち4人だ俺は絶対に死なねえぞ
This is nuts.
夜が明けるまでいや台風が過ぎ去ってまた船着き場に海猫たちが帰ってくるまで俺は絶対に死なねえんだよ
When the seagulls cry everyone will have died. I don't know, baby girl. I don't know about that. What time
よ
is
し
it?
なよバトラー。ベアトリーチェに銃なんて意味ないよ。それに生き残るも何ももうおしまいなんだよ。もう旅は終わったんだよ。ほら時計を見てごらん。
Oh lord. At midnight, right? Huh? The clock? Hearing those words, I looked at my wristwatch. This hoe is full of clues! And because they kept laughing at her shit the whole time and asking her the wrong questions, they don't got any clues. They could have, both hands were almost touching near the top. Very soon, it would be 12 a.m. In other words, 24 o'clock. When you think about it, isn't midnight a strange time? It can be called 24, and it can also be called 00. 100 hours. It's the hour at the culmination of the previous day, and at the same time, it is hour 0 as the next day begins. Oh no, bitch. Maria suddenly called out happily and ran towards the darkness. It was almost as though Beatrice was somewhere in that darkness and Maria was running up to her. As I looked down the barrel of the rifle, as Jessica hugged her mother's corpse, as George stood there shocked, we gazed into the darkness. Our eyes fixed just in front of Beatrice's portrait, and there Maria leapt into a hug with the portrait's subject. Ah! It's the same person that gave her the letter and told her to sing, dressed up. Who is it? 4 people alive, but it's really 5. You've got to be motherfucking kidding me. This is fucking stupid. This madness can't possibly be. Witches don't exist. I won't accept it. Things like you must not exist because this is a human world. You think I could accept this goddamn bullshit? Fuck no. I pulled hard on the rifle's lever. The cartridge was ejected, fell on the floor, and a new cartridge was loaded. Then I sighted the witch down the barrel. Maria turned around. Still clinging to the golden witch, she turned around.
だから意味なんてないってば。ベアトリーチェに鉛玉なんて意味ないってば。バカだね、人間は。
Is the gun even loaded?
俺は魔女なんて認めねえぞ。貴様は誰だ。一歩でも動いてみろ。指一本でも動かしてみろ。
So Battler is looking at the culprit.
こいつをぶち込んでやる。
You better work, bitch. I didn't mean to laugh. The laughter of the witch, but I saw it there, I was like, might as well, right? The laughter of the witch, no, the witches, was joined with the laughter of even the large clock in the hall. So it's midnight. It was both a tone telling us that we'd reached the culmination of this day, and a tone informing us that all had returned to nothing. And I don't like how you laughing, bitch. I'm going back and forth with whether I like this hoe or not. Because on one hand, absolutely evil things were committed over the past 2 days. Evil, atrocious acts. But also, this hoe is very crafty. This bitch is a crafty bitch. This bitch is a crafty bitch. The rules had specified that the witch would win when time ran out. And I love a crafty bitch. Like, god dang.
ジョージお兄ちゃんにジェシカお姉ちゃん、旅は終わって魔女は蘇ったよ。
And none shall be left alive. Just now, the witch shall praise the lies and bestow for treasure. Right? One shall be all the golden lamb's gold. We're not getting that. One resurrects all the dead people's souls. Bullshit. One even revives all the love they possess. Bullshit. And one for the witch to eternally rest. They're all dead, but what happened? Rest in peace, my beloved witch Beatrice. Did she just kill them all? Oh, well, let's see. Midnight. Okay, bitch. Like, I'm scared. Do I have to click it? Okay. Oh, fuck. Notebook pages and a wine bottle. I can't right click? The storm passed and the leaden clouds that had enshrouded the island for so long began to clear away. Sunbeams shone from the rifts between the clouds. Yesterday's storm seemed like a lie. Just as someone had wished, the seagulls returned to the harbor once again and let their lively... Okay, the seagulls are back. Afterwards, the police arrived and conducted an investigation of the crime scene. The corpses of the children, who were believed to have survived until the very end, were never found. Body parts were discovered. I gotta... Including the children. Body parts? Just how gruesome is the banquet of the witch, and how beautiful is the golden land? Those tales are for them alone to tell amongst themselves. I've no tale for... The banquet had ended. Only one can imagine what the fuck happened. The witch was fickle, so she made a point of leaving behind this tale, which had needed to be told and permitted to its spread. In a bottle, bitch! Come on, confess. A strange wine bottle, drifting on the waves a few years later, was found. Stuffed inside was notebook pages with minuscule writing. Written there was this whole ass story. Over the 2 days. Rakanjima mass murders. I can't read that fast. Lovers of the occult. An immortal ritual that went wrong. However, not one of these interpretations arrived at the truth. The notebook pages tell of the incident, they don't tell the truth. Perhaps not even the writer knew the truth. Perhaps she may have desired to know. So this story was signed right. Oh my god. Maria's jaw was found? And that was the only thing they could find? By the time you read this, I will probably be dead, although there may or may not be a corpse. You who have read this, please uncover the truth. That is my only wish. Assure me of Maria. To this very day... Bitch! First game, Legend of the Golden Witch. Kraus died, Rudolph died, Kyrie, Rosa, Shannon, Goda died. Right. Ava Hideyoshi died. This is all written down. Kenzo Cannon died. Genji Nanjo Kumasawa died. Beatrice revived. Natsuhi died on the 9th Twilight, granted her the honor of a duel. George Jessica Maria, missing on the 10th Twilight, accepted the witch, was invited to the Golden Land. Denies the witch. Will she invite him to the Golden Land? They chose to revive the souls of the dead in the Golden Land. For George, fiance Jessica, rest in peace, Beatrice. The winner is the Golden Witch. Of the 18, none solved the riddle in time. All 18 died. I wish I could have slowed that down, but basically, what the fuck? Wait. Okay, the first game is over. Maria's jaw was found. No body parts were found. The police came. It was a gruesome scene. So at midnight, everybody died. But not only just died, everyone didn't leave corpses behind except for Maria's jaw. Bitch, what the fuck? Do not give me a gift, bitch. Oh my god. I do not want... Hold on. For them to leave body parts behind, they had to have blown up. Or like, that's the only thing I can think. I don't know how that could have happened, but it must have been blasted or like vaporized. You could find a jawbone. Maybe she set the house on fire and they're all ash. They weren't super detailed about what that meant. I still think it's who I thought it was the whole time, which was the servants. The specifics of how they did everything, I'm like 50-50, I think, on how I think they did everything. But like, bitch, I'm just stuck on the fact that they found a jaw. All 18 people died. That's, what is this? Oh, thank you. A music box. Does it play any of this? Oh, hell yeah. This song goes hard. And honestly, a few of these go hard. Oh my god, there's so much more songs. Oop, nope, that's okay. Alright, cool. Okay. Picture box, bitch. Oh my god, bitch. Oh my lord. Thank you. Ooh. What? Oh, I can't see it. That's fine. Good! Gary googly moogly ho. What the fuck? Tea party. Please pull up a seat and wind down. Was your sojourn on Rakunchi a pleasant one? Ooh. Ooh. I'm invited to the tea party? In purgatory! Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Okay. That checks out.
Oh,
hell no. Hang on. We'll come back to this. We will come back to this. Oh my god. Don't even.